So it's a new day, and I thought I'd get some work done on the house, and I wanted to take you guys along just to see what we could get done. One of my main projects today is going to be covering this doorway. We took the arch out, and you can see there's some missing paneling. I cut some strips of paneling I'm going to be piecing in so that the wall is all kind of flush and even. You'll see us finish that wall later. So it's pretty snowy outside. We're not going to be getting anything done out there, but I still have so much I wanted to do this year. The cold weather hit us fast. In fact, we're seeing January temperatures already in November. It's pretty crazy. But I do have some good news. Check this out. We finally got our back door. It's going to go right here where this OSB is. Check it out. This is pre-finished, so we don't have to paint it. We actually ordered the finish already on it because we knew there'd be no way for us to paint this door this time of year in this weather. And you can see this door is a little bit different. Since it's a back door, we're not as concerned with privacy. We just wanted a big window to let lots of light in. This window also has built-in blinds. You can open and close inside the glass, so that's kind of cool. And everything's pre-finished. This is close to the blue that we have on the front, and this is even pre-finished with white paint. This is all vinyl composite jambs, so we don't have to worry about any rot. We really love this. And we're not going to install it today because, as you can see, the weather's pretty lousy. So we'll wait until we get another warm day. I think there's a couple of days coming up that's going to be 40 degrees. Maybe it'll be one of those days, and we'll try to get this door installed then. Speaking of doors, we have a really cool update about our front door. Many of you guys know that the front door had some problems when we installed it, and the lock set didn't align with the jamb. So the strike plate and everything was off a little bit. I really did my best to get everything level and straight and plumb, and it looked really good, but the lock and the latch just wouldn't line up with those holes properly. And I even had to kind of modify the hole for the deadbolt a little bit, because what I think happened was they drilled them wrong on the door or the jamb, but probably the door, because the deadbolt hole was really off and crooked and everything. You know, we just accepted it because we installed the door, we painted the door, and then we kind of, realized afterwards, because then we put the hardware on and realized it was off. So we didn't know what to do. Well, when I was in the store, I was talking to the guy at the window desk who helped us order the door, and I mentioned to him how I was disappointed with the door because of that misalignment of the jamb. And he actually went out of his way to open up a warranty claim for us, and I didn't even know you could do that. So that was really cool. So he went on his time, opened up a claim for us, and then the company contacted us, and they told us they would be sending out somebody to come look at the door. They came, they checked it out, took pictures, measured everything. And the warranty company was really good to work with. They were really friendly, really nice. Everybody's been great about this, so that was really a cool experience. And we just heard back about the warranty on our front door because of those misaligned bolts. After looking at it, they agreed that it wasn't built properly, but it was still functional. So they gave us a couple of options, and we chose to take a $175 credit. So they refunded us $175 for the mistake, and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, they also said we could return the door, but we just decided to do the partial refund.
Yeah, if we had to replace the door again, we'd be doing it in December. It's really going to be difficult and cold, and so we decided that the misaligned bolt wasn't a huge issue, and for $175, we'll accept that. So that's really awesome. So that was all because the guy at Home Depot who worked at the window desk really cared about our problem and took it upon himself to check into the company and ask about it. And because the company was so nice to work with, the warranty people were so nice to work with, and I was just really happy with the whole process. I was shocked because we never worry about warranties.
No.
We never do any of that kind of stuff because most warranties are kind of a gimmick. They make you jump through hoops to get stuff, and you gotta, there's always a loophole, but this company was really great, so we're happy.
And this is the same brand, actually.
Yeah, so hopefully this door installs nicer.
Yeah.
But we're happy with the quality of the door, and we're happy with the quality of the service. So mistakes happen, we're not going to hold it against them. So that's the update. Cool. Okay, so anyway, ignore this. I actually put these in. It's not done yet, but this is actually going to be the light switch for the kitchen. And I patched up the old boxes that were in the wall. This one was sloppy, so I had to cut it longer. And I put a new outlet down here low. That's gonna be an outlet. This is gonna be a switch. And yeah, oh, this is gonna be a wall phone. So that's gonna be kind of cool. I know nobody does wall phones anymore, but we're going a little bit old school, and we're gonna be doing that in the kitchen. I think that a wall phone in the kitchen just feels kind of cool. I don't know, how can you live out in the country and not have a wall phone on your kitchen wall, you know? Patched up all the little holes in the paneling. There's one here. I just used some rock hard putty. Let me show you. I really enjoy using this stuff. I use it quite a bit actually. And you can usually find it at the hardware store, but it's been around for a long time and it has so many uses. You just mix it with water. It's a powder. And you mix whatever you need with a little bit of water, and you can make it as thick or as thin as you want. You can make it pourable, or you can make it really thick like a putty. You can work it into holes, and you can use it to fill holes. You can use it to make models, toys, whatever. I mean, it's really cool. They say, repairs furniture, patches plaster, fills knot holes, molds strong figurines. Just has a lot of different uses. And it's really hard, and you can drill it, you can sand it when it's all done. So that's what I did, just patched all these little holes up. And these outlets that I patched up, I just used paneling, cut it out, and I glued another piece of paneling to the back. So I glued it, taped it, and then I put these on the face, and then I filled it in with that rock hard just to smooth it out. You can see an example right here. I just took a piece of paneling, taped it on until the glue held. This piece of paneling, I brought it in the house from the barn, and it's going to go down here to cover up this mess at the end of our hallway, so I'll have to do that. And anyway, I evened out these doorways with some OSB. You see these 2x4s were set in from these, so now it's a nice flush opening. So this one got one, this one got one. It's like the walls were just a little uneven with each other. And then I ripped these and made stapling them on just like that. Sometimes I just do these little jobs on my own, kind of behind the scenes, but I thought it'd be fun to kind of just take you guys along today. I don't know. So that might have been overkill on the staples, but I just wanted it really solid and not bouncy. The wood was a little bit weird there. And so now it's not beautiful, but it's a solid, I mean, it's a smooth surface. So that's really good. You guys might notice some compound on the ceiling here, down the wall. Because if you guys remember in a previous video, when I put up the drywall, I put some J channels on the drywall, plastic J bead it's called. And that's to cap the end of the drywall, make it like sealed up when it butts up against something dissimilar like that. Well, I've changed my mind. I was thinking one thing, but I'm going to do another. So I don't want that anymore. I should have left it off. It was actually just a waste of time and money, and that's kind of annoying, but you know, we just go with the flow. Instead of worrying about taking them all off, I'm covering them up. So I just put some compound along that whole plastic edge to hide it and fade it away. And the same thing down here, it ran all the way down the wall. So now we're gonna be doing the paper technique, and we're just gonna wrap it right around. So yeah, it'll just disappear. And for those of you who have just joined us, you might not know what I'm talking about, the paper technique. And it's basically us wasting a lot of time ripping paper and gluing it to our walls. That's the best way I can explain it. It comes out really awesome though. We like how it makes the walls look, and it adds strength, it hides imperfections, and it just looks cool. A nice textured, kind of natural raw finish for the walls. We're gonna do that to cover this entire wall of paneling, as well as the whole rest of the house. So we got a lot of paper to start ripping. Aside from the little mess I gotta clean up, this looks awesome. It's so good to finally have that insulation closed off and finish off the end of this hallway. This is gonna look so good. We're not gonna keep the paneling though. Remember, we're gonna prime this, we're gonna cover it. You won't even know there's paneling here. Now that this wall is done, I think I'm gonna start compounding the rest of these seams in the hallway. I really want to get the hallway finished. The goal now is to finish the hallway moving forward into the kitchen where we can work on the kitchen and living room. We were going to work on Maverick's room in here, but that room is full of tile and tools and we don't want to keep moving all the heavy tiles around the house, especially into the areas that we need to tile. So we're probably going to work on the hallway, kitchen, get all that tiling done, and then his room will be empty. So that's kind of the series of events right now. The hallway is going to be really easy to finish. There's barely any seams. I just got to do the seams where the wall and ceiling meets and a couple of seams in the middle and then this laundry area, which is again really simple. I think this drywalling is going to go pretty quick, so I'm going to try to get one coat on everything today. And while we're working on the house, Belle has been working on
making an ice cream cone with 3 scoops of ice cream on it.
Awesome.
Vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate.
So,
Here's the boxes to them.
these are kind of hard to find, but they're basically wooden blocks that are colored and really neat. And these little trays, and you can make pictures, pixel art with them.
They give you these little cards so you can know how to lay the blocks out
Yeah.
to get different designs.
But Belle's been having a lot of fun making all kinds of pixel art with them. Okay, we've been working and got like the whole hallway done. It looks really awesome actually. That was slow. I just noticed that I forgot my ceiling seam at the very end, so we'll hit that one way back there. See the top? Still gotta do that one. But I'm gonna go ahead and hit these outside corners. We'll do that and then we'll be done. So I'm gonna do both of these at once. I'll just cover this whole face. I'm trying some new corner bead that I haven't tried before, and it's kind of feels like vinyl, but it has a papery texture on it, so it's kind of cool. It's pretty tough feeling. So I've been working on this a little more, and I got a second coat on most of my seams. It's actually looking really good. I wish filming in the hallway was easier, and I'd show it to you, but it's just so narrow in here. So after I did that, I just took my drywall knife and I kind of scraped down all the chunks that were on the edges, and they kind of, you know, imperfections around the way, and it's looking pretty good, pretty smooth. You can see my corner right here, that's looking good. This could all use one more coat and you'd get it really good, almost paintable, but honestly I don't need it because our paper technique actually covers up a lot of imperfections. I could do a really sloppy job So I think I'm actually going to be calling that done. And another thing that we get a lot of questions about is the hole under our bathtub. If you guys know, we just shared our bathroom renovation video, and we were so excited to share that. That bathroom renovation just turned out great. But during that demo, you'll see that underneath the tub had a lot of mess. There was a lot of nesting material for mice because there was a giant hole in the floor. And a lot of you guys asked, did you seal the hole? How are you going to seal the hole? How do you keep mice from getting under your tub? So we'd like to show you how we are keeping mice out from under our tub now. Alright, what I'm doing is trying to build a cover to close off the drain under the tub so that we don't have any chance of rodents getting into our house. So what I have to do is this piece is going to be the bottom cover, and I'm going to put a hole in it for the drain. So let me do that quick, and then you'll see how it comes together. And I'm going to cut it about in half. So here's the problem. On our old tub, we had a huge hole that goes up under the tub where this plumbing would come down, and the mice were able to get up inside there and nest all under the tub. And even though our hole is smaller on our new tub, it's still a big hole, and potentially mice could possibly find their way in here. So we have to be able to close this up while keeping it accessible in case you ever need to replace or maintain, the drain, the overflow, all that stuff. What I decided to do was create a box right here. Coming together, and you can see I made a box around my plumbing to bring it down away from this fitting, just to make it all easier, because all this hangs down below the floor level. And now I made this simple plywood cutout, and I drilled a hole where my plumbing would be, and I cut it in half so that I could slip it right around the pipe like this. See that? Let's get this half hooked on. Now this doesn't have to be like 100 screws in it. It's just a cover, simple cover. Now we can easily cover up this hole and prevent mice from getting in. Well, I'm all done with that. So you can see that this is a totally solid box all the way around. And the plumbing actually has a really nice snug hole around it. There's a slight gap, but we're not going for air tightness right here. We're just going for rodent proofing. And I am really happy with that. So that's how we're keeping the mice out from under our tub and sealing up that kind of awkward opening. So this might not work for your situation, but it works for ours. Sometimes you just got to get creative and look at the actual space you got to work with. This would be easy to air seal if I want to throw some caulk in here. I actually like it being open. That way if your drain is ever leaking, you'll see it. It'll be coming through here, and it won't be building up water inside there. And also, if you ever need to access the drain, it's easy to just pop a couple of screws out, and you can get right in there. So now, that's mouse-proofed. And I think with that, we're going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed our video. We made a little progress in the hallway. Drywall is done, compounding is done. I think we're going to be moving on to papering next and painting, and we just want to get the hallway wrapped up. It's not an exciting project, but...
And then tiling.
Yeah. So that's all coming. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, take care.
Bye.